Hello, you're watching Cal67 Gaming, and this is quite a nice episode. We've got something coming in later on, but at the minute we'll just go through a few pickups that we've had over the last few weeks. So we haven't really bought an awful lot of games recently. I think we mentioned on our last month in games video that for one reason or another we've been really busy and haven't really had the time that we would have liked to have had. But I've got a few things. So will you start?
Yeah, so for the Xbox One, we have Borderlands 3. Now, I've actually started this beforehand, and it's actually a really good game.
Well, you quite like the Borderlands
Yes,
games.
I absolutely love the Borderlands
These
games.
are like the sort of cel-shaded first-person shooter games.
Yeah, so it's first-person shooter. It's quite like, obviously it's got the cell shade bit, but that makes it look like a comic, and there's tons of different references. I believe in Borderlands 2 there's a Minecraft reference and everything,
I've got no
where
idea.
you had creepers.
The only one that I've played is Tales from the Borderlands, which
Yeah.
is the Telltale game.
Whereas I've played 1, 2. I've played, I think, a bit of 3 and the pre-sequel.
So that was definitely one for you.
Yes.
Because I'm not going to play. So you got one to play. I got one to play too. And if you did see our month in games video, you'll know that I have been playing the Mafia Definitive Edition. This is a game that I was really looking forward to coming out. I love Mafia 2. I love Mafia films as well. So for me, Mafia games is kind of that's a great thing. And this one's particularly good. It is not the open world experience that I thought it was going to be, but the tight mission structure and just an absolute perfect difficulty spike just makes it a great game. So I'm really pleased to have that.
But obviously then you do get to do free mode when you want to.
You can do free mode as well.
Now, for a system that we actually haven't really picked up anything for a while is the 3DS. And we have picked up Mario Kart 7.
So everyone knows what Mario Kart 7 is. The reason that we never ever picked this one up is because we actually got Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U before
Mario Kart 7.
Well, before we'd really started getting into 3DS games. And it always seemed a bit pointless to go back to Mario Kart 7. But so this, it was the price was good. It was about a £5. So it was the right time to pick up, and I think you've played it a little bit. What have you thought? Is it as good as 8?
It's quite similar to 8 actually. There's actually not a lot of differences in between them. I think it's just obviously being on the 3DS you can obviously play it in 3D more, and it actually shows up a bit better.
But you don't play the 3DS in 3D.
No.
Another game that we picked up over the last few weeks is this one. This is a proper old school one. This is Star Wars Jedi Knight Dark Forces. This is proper old school mid-90s first person shooter on the PC. I haven't actually even installed it yet, but this is a great game. Anyone that remembers it, you'll probably be the one that plays this more than me because you're the one that plays first person shooters. You do also get lightsaber in this one. This was the precursor, of course, to Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, which is one of my favourite games of all time. Certainly my favourite Star Wars game of all time.
And actually one that you chose for me to play.
Well, I certainly did, and you enjoyed it.
Yes. Now, for the PS3, we have Resident Evil 5. Now, this is the Steelbook edition.
Well, this is the Steelbook edition. But it's just a fancy box, isn't it? There's nothing.
It's just a separate artwork and everything if you want to see the back, which has bit more on it instead of just the 5 and writing on it. Now this is one of the shooting.
Yeah, these ones aren't really very well remembered, are they? These are the ones that supposedly killed the franchise. But
then Resident Evil 7.
Resident Evil 7 appears to have come back quite strongly. So yeah, you'll play that one as a shooter, so it's nothing to do with me. Another game that you'll have seen me play if you watch our Month in Games video, I got on release Marvel Avengers. If you want to know exactly what I think of this game, go back to that video and have a watch of it. It's not the game that I wanted it to be.
Brief summary, it's Destiny but Avengers.
It's one of these games as a service, which is just the worst thing that's ever happened to gaming. The single player campaign actually isn't too bad, but it's
not what you were looking for.
It could have been so much more.
Now, for the Wii U, surprisingly,
I haven't picked up a Wii U game in a while.
Is Assassin's Creed 3. Now,
that's a game that we already had anyway. I think we had it on Xbox 360.
Something like
but
that. There's so many Assassin's Creeds now that you just can't really keep up.
But picking a Wii U game up is always a nice thing. It's a very underrated console, I've always thought, and I do like playing on it.
And obviously there is games that were put on there that were on 360 and everything.
There is, and the reason that we've never really picked that many of them up is because obviously being a Wii U, you get Nintendo tax added to the purchase of every game, which I've never understood.
But then again, it's just a few extra pound, and for a system that is actually quite good.
Yeah, it certainly is. And I think this is the last one for this time. This is another one that you're going to play, not me, but we did pick up. Battlefield 3. This is the limited edition. I don't know what's limited about it.
It just gives you some extra guns and
physical warfare pack.
Yeah, it just gives you some extra stuff for multiplayer.
It's another game that we had digitally anyway.
But
we're now at a point where these games have dropped in price so much.
You can pick them up for not even £1.
It's daft not to pick them up because digital games aren't necessarily going to be there forever unless you keep them downloaded on a hard drive, which I don't think we intend to do because we switch them about quite often.
But that's it for the haul.
But something exciting happened, and it actually happened just after the last video our Month in Games went live. Our subscriber count jumped up and we finally hit 3 figures, so we're now over 100 subscribers, and we did get a nice notification email from YouTube just to let us know, so we're really quite happy about that. Everything seems to be going in the right direction, and it just seemed like it was a good idea to mark this occasion. So we've decided that we're going to have a bit of a giveaway. We're not sure what we're going to give away. Probably a couple of games out of the collection, something like that. So if you want to be in with a shout of getting something that we haven't decided what you're getting yet, just make sure that you subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and I guess on our next video we'll maybe pick a winner, or we might even do a special video just to pick the winner out.
Yeah.
I haven't decided yet. So it'll probably run for a few weeks anyway.
Yeah, at least 1 or 2 weeks.
And if you're subscribed, if you leave a comment, best of luck. You will get something. It won't be earth shattering, but it will be nice. But that's all for next time.
Yeah.
In the meantime, if you haven't already,
give us a like, a share and a subscribe, and turn the notification bell so you get notified on when we upload, and we will see you in the next video.